everyone, it's Jen. Today I want to share with you some thoughts and ideas I had for the new 2.5-inch ribbon, or any 2.5-inch ribbon, but this is the new 2.5-inch ribbon from this vintage blush collection at Michael's. And when I first saw this ribbon, I absolutely fell in love with the pattern on it. It's a poly cotton ribbon that's wired on the edge. And I didn't buy it the first time I saw it because I don't use a lot of 2.5-inch ribbon. The only thing I really do with it is maybe tie a bow on a package. But then when I went back, it was gone. And I went to another Michael's and it was gone. Because I had some ideas of what I did want to do with it. And then I went to a third Michael's and they had it, so I picked it up. It has 3 yards on the roll, so if you really want it, I would advise getting a couple rolls because 3 yards is going to go quick. But what I did, a couple of my different ideas were to cut the wire off and make, some of my own ribbons. So I took pinking shears and cut really close to the edge, cut the wire off, and then cut it down the middle. And then went to my sewing machine and did 2 rows of did 2 rows of stitching along each side, and I did it kind of like the wonky stitching. I didn't try and make it perfect, I just made it close. And so I did that on this one. This one I cut off the pinking shear edges and just made them straight and did the stitching on there. But if you want kind of this little bit of weathered look on the edges, when you get done, you just take the ribbon and run it through your hands like 10 times. Just pull down it. And then I did go back, and then you'll get quite a bit of fraying. I went back and trimmed off any major fraying and then just ran the iron over it. And I really like them both, but I think this is my favorite, the one that doesn't have the pinking edging. I absolutely love this. And so now you can use this ribbon, which this one here is about 3/4 of an inch. This one is probably about an inch. You can use this, on a project, on a card, to make flowers out of. You could do anything you want with it. So then I had this pile of the wire edging that I had cut off, and I was just sitting here playing with it, and I made this what I think is a really cute flower. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this. It's pretty simple. And again, you could use this on any type of project. I actually think this would make a really cute hair accessory, as well as, you could definitely make a little headband out of this or whatever. But I just want to show you guys how I did it because it was super easy. I'm going to just take a sip of my tea. Alrighty. So all I have here is a yard of this wire, and I have a little bit of floral wire that I'm going to use at the end. Okay, so all you do is you're going to leave a little tab at the bottom here, and you're going to wrap it around your finger 3 times, and then take it off. So you have your 3 little loops there, and then you're just going to twist this twice, so that it's like that. And then you're just going to take your finger again and wrap it 3 more times right next to the other one. And then we're going to twist this again twice. And we're just kind of holding it temporarily with this twisting here because we're going to later come back and kind of tie those together with the floral wire. So wrap it 3 times. If you wrap it too tight, you can't get it off your finger. And then just hold it and then twist this together. I'm running out of my little tab here, so I'm only going to twist that one once. So you start getting these little rosettes. And later on, we're going to separate those. And you could do this with any type of wired ribbon that you have at home. there's our fourth one, and we're going to do one more. Now I definitely could, I have quite a bit left over here, so I definitely could have left a longer tail when I started, which would have been helpful, but as long as you can keep it together a little bit while you're going, we're going to just twist this once. So this is what you end up with. And if you separate it now, you can get the most adorable looking flower, but the problem is that these three rings can completely come apart. So we're going to take some floral wire and weave it in and out here so that those rings cannot come apart. So and you could use, actually, you know what I'm going to use? I have white floral wire and I have green floral wire. And when I did the first one, oh goodness, this stuff is heavy. When I did the first one, you could kind of see the green floral wire, not that it matters too much, and I had put that button over it, but let me try this one with the white floral wire. This is super heavy though. But, okay, so, and I'm gonna cut this guy out of the middle. So basically what I'm gonna do is come up through the bottom, and I'm gonna go back down right next to the flower, and I am gonna just twist to attach that piece of wire. And then I'm gonna go up through the next flower. And I am gonna go back down through the wire right here. So I went, I don't know if you guys did, I just went up through the middle. I'm gonna go back down and then just pull it tight. And that pulls those two flowers together. And I'm going to do that on both sides of the flower. So I'm going to go up through that same petal again. So I came up through the middle of the flower. I'm going to go in between the flower this time. And then I'm going to go up through the next flower. There's a motorcycle going by, you guys. So I came up through that petal. I'm going to go back down in front of the wire. Can't pull it tight if I'm hanging onto it. And then just pull it tight. Let me do another one so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm going to come up through the center of the flower. I'm going to take the wire, put it in between the next two flowers, come up through the middle of that flower, and then I'm going to pull the wire back down in this hole here. Oops. And then you're just going to pull that tight and towards the middle. And then it pulls those petals together really closely. So you're going to do that all the way around. We just have two more to do here. So I'm going to go back up through that same petal that I just did. Put it in between the petals. I mean, you can do this really any way you want. The thing that you want to do is make sure that you have these three little round pieces, something going around them so that they can't undo themselves. So you could weave these together a bunch of different ways. And one more. I'm poking myself with the wires. So I hope you guys liked my new intro. I spent all day the other day working on my new video intro and kind of teaching myself how to do that. I really actually enjoy doing stuff like that, learning either through tutorials or reading online how to do Photoshop and different things. But then I updated my blog as well as my YouTube header. Oh my goodness, the YouTube header took forever. Sorry guys, the dogs are going crazy. Okay, so now they're all attached together. I'm just going to take these two wires on the bottom and twist them together. And then, I mean, you could leave it like that. What I did with the other one is, if you have smaller loops, I just pull those up first. And then you just, oh, I think the kitty is stuck in the basement. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys, you're driving me crazy. Okay, she's out. Oh my goodness. So you're just gonna separate these petals. I am not remaking this video, so I'm gonna have to edit out all their barking. The kitty was locked in the basement. And then you get this really super cute flower. And then this one I just put like a little vintagey button in the middle. So you're using every bit of this. I don't know. I just really, really like them. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you like the flower. And this ribbon comes in, I know it comes in an aqua floral that's just like this. But if you haven't checked out the new ribbon section at Michael's, it's not, by scrapbooking, it's over by the ribbon section, and all the stores I've been in, they've been on end caps, and there's 2 large end caps, and they have all different kinds of new 2.5-inch ribbon. So you guys have a super great day. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.